Stafford on first down. And incomplete to open things up. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Second and 10, Stafford again. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. It was pretty evident in reading everything, hearing these guys talk, that this was a deal they wanted to get done. They know how valuable he is to this team.
Absolutely a key component to what they do and what they do well. And if they want to continue to have success in the future, they knew they needed him, and they got the deal done.
On first down, Stafford here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, took up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
On 3rd down, that's Mack. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll look to throw. Ertz has it left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
second down following the run. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
No gain on the play there. Second down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was zero space, no gain. Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Here we go now.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 3-0 is our score, and we're back to upstate New York after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll set up a throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Second and goal now from the 8. Here's Mack. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So that scores now in their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be at the end today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And avoids the contact by sliding. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Stafford. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
From the 50, Stafford. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. So a minute 56 to play in this 1st half. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. From the red zone now, Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
10 yards still left on second down. To throw again. Stafford. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped. Stopped up just shy of the 10.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again is Stafford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And Stafford's going to take it himself. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. And here come the Bills. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there of 22. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Fresh set of downs here. Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second down now after the incompletion. Now a carry from Mack. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both the Bills and the Dolphins haven't had a reliable run game so far. The push up front has not been there, and you have to give credit to both defenses on that front. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Bills on offense, first quarter winding down. Benjamin's wide open, able to make the grab. And he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 23-yard line. However, they only come away with a field goal on the drive. So that'll do it for us. We'll go back now to Orchard Park for the second half.
Okay, Larry, thank you. No touchdown. In our first half, what will we see in half number 2? Time to find out. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down.
To throw here on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. They give him a gain of 37.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Staying on the ground with Mack. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Miami. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Bills getting set to go. Play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. A big play here for the Bills. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Now Mack trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
He'll drop to throw. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
Five yards to go for the offense. 1st down and goal from that 5-yard line. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, thinking about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Kelvin Benjamin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are in for 6. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Back to throw here. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He finds his target, Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. They go play action here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jerry Hughes in there to get him for a loss of 5. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll set up a throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down. Try it here. He's back to throw. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it's first down, Miami. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. He's tough to get it done.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. this seemingly endless drive continues.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. And the pressure gets to him again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now they'll run on the draw. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. So now here come the Dolphins. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Perkins. Second down now after the pass completion.
Let's go. Green
to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw. They'll give him a yard on the play. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Back to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So they're going to go for 2. Now Stafford. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Forbath out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. He's back to throw. Pass incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. That'll bring up second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. So 3 points, the deciding margin. And the kick no good at the end that could have sent us to overtime. And while it was a decently long kick, you know, we've almost gotten to the point with these kickers these days. Anything inside 60, we just expect them to make it. But that was a tough pressure kick.
I love how you brought that up, though. That is so true because the kickers have almost done themselves a disservice by being so good. Exactly right. And when they do miss it, I'm not sure we give enough gravity to the idea of, you know, that's a really long kick in a difficult situation, folks. Tough attempt, and he missed.
So for the Dolphins, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.